Welcome everyone, and of course, happy hump day. Happy hump day, Kimber. I've got Kimber here, one of our pregnant girls, and today Kimber and me will talk about shelters. So we had someone asking us about shelters in camels, and do you need to provide them with extra shelters, because we've been showing a lot of videos about our little baby camels, and it's been raining, it's been miserable, and people humanize the whole approach a lot and think, oh, it's miserable, cold weather, you know, they must be freezing, build them a house. But they are camels. They are extremely well adapted to harsh environment, including hot weather, cold weather, windy weather, and everything. They've got a coat that is thick and insulating, so and prevents water runoff. So if it's and plus their behavior. So if it's a really windy, stormy day, camels will actually put their bum into the wind and huddle, which means they all sit together, they hush down, and they try to, you know, just wait it out, I guess. They've got a digestion system and storing fat in their hump, obviously. The hump is fat, and the fat provides an energy level for the camel. So if it's really, really cold, the actual metabolism of the camel will also give them heat. The rumen, which is the belly on the inside, it's like a biogenerator. So the microbes, the whole digestion system fuels the energy. And you cannot compare it. You know, on a day where it's 5 degrees, you might be there, oh, it's freezing. For them, it's fine, believe me. And secondly, the other thing we're trying to achieve here at Dromedary is we want to really keep our system as natural as possible. So obviously we've developed the world's first and only mobile milking system for camels to decentralize the operation. So we're basically wanting our camels out here in the paddock. We don't have them in confined yards. We have them here so they can live out in the paddock as natural as possible. And the same applies to the shelter. So if we would build artificial shelters, it would take away their natural instinct from instinctively moving under a tree when it's windy, instinctively moving to another shelter if the wind direction changes, you know, instinctively seeking out a well ventilated and drained area to sit down for the night. If you had an artificial shelter and, you know, you have to manage it. And that's not saying that we're wanting to be lazy, but you have to manage it, because if it's full of feces and they sit there, you get other issues like diseases, parasites will accumulate, and you'll end up having other problems. So we figure, you know, looking at the wild population here of camels in Australia, they do very, very well in a bush out there. So if it's hot, they go into a bushy area, seek shelter themselves. If it's fine, they move out into the open. So they know how to behave, and they strive in Australia. They replicate at a rate of 10%. Which is quite fascinating. And so we're trying to mimic that whole system here on the farm. And if you look around, we've got trees, you know, we've got enough natural shelter for them. And to bring it back into context with our baby camels, the mum, through their behavior, so yeah, if I'm the baby, you know, you would huddle next to the mum, and the mum will actively protect me from the persistent wind. So camels, as a take-home message, they're absolutely fine to live out here and be more resilient, healthy animals out here in the paddock as natural as possible here at Dromedary. So if you don't want to miss what's happening behind the hump next time, please give us a follow. I would really appreciate it, and we'll see you next Wednesday when it is time again to see what's happening behind the hump. See you then.